This is Steve Klotz with Youth Runner Magazine. We're here in Guiyang, China with the junior women's team. This is Carmen. What is your name, Carmen?
Carmen, full name, Carmen Ayala Troncoso.
And she's the coach of the junior women's team here in Guiyang for the World Cross Country Championships in 2015. So can you tell us how your travels were?
Well, we all came from different places, so we didn't travel together. Mine and Kelsey were pretty okay, like I think. But I think everybody got here on time, perfectly. No, nothing, nothing out of the ordinary. Katie almost lost her flight, right? But she made it.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah. So all perfect, I think.
So who else would like to talk about that travel? Speak up, raise your hand.
We didn't have anybody sick or anything.
Yeah. No.
Just a little.
Oh, well, I think I might have gotten food poisoning on the flight.
No way.
Yeah, I was the only person that ate on the plane ride from Beijing to Guiyang, and I was also the only person that got food poisoning, so I think I got sick from something that I ate on the plane.
Wow. Huh.
She bounced back pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay, I need you guys to speak up a bit, and that'll be better. Okay?
Okay.
So, let's start with you,
Valerie.
And can you give us your hometown? And
My name is Valerie Constein. I'm from Vail, Colorado,
okay.
and I like to ski.
Great.
My name's Lauren Gregory. I'm from Fort Collins, Colorado, and I love dogs.
Oh, what kind of dogs?
All dogs, like big dogs mostly.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you?
My name's Kelsey Schrader. I'm from DeKalb, Illinois, and I love coffee.
Whoa.
My name's Caitlin Benner, and I'm from Superior, Colorado, and I'm a vegetarian, but I like hot dogs.
Hot dogs. Oh.
I'm Katie Rainsberger, and I'm from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and I used to play soccer.
Wow.
I'm Sheila Sorensen from Lake Elmo, Minnesota, and I am studying chemical engineering at University of Wisconsin.
Thanks for that. So, let's continue with a question here about food. Is it good?
Here?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, it's like a little different than I think what we're all used to back at home, but
Why don't you tell us about that?
their meat's interesting. I don't know. A lot of rice and noodles and stuff. So, yeah.
Anybody else on food?
Well, they have lunch and dinner and breakfast. It's all very similar. There's no like breakfast food or lunch food or dinner food. It's all served like very similarly, and there's lots of rice.
Of course, you got to consider it's all hotel food, right? You're not really seeing a broad variety.
I think we
I
are.
think it's pretty broad.
Yeah.
There's no chocolate, like there's no dessert really.
Yeah.
That's bumming me out, but
Ooh.
it's okay. We're getting through it. Yeah.
At
So
least they don't serve it because
a dog lover and a chocolate lover, huh?
street food looks good. Yeah, the street food looks pretty good. Like some of it looks really nasty.
Yeah, when
Some
they're
of
yeah.
Yeah, they just have like pieces of animal on sticks and kebabs, and it's just like disgusting. But then some of it looks really good, like the almond cookies and
Oh
like the bread.
The breads look so
yeah,
good.
they look really good.
Yeah, they have a lot of breads.
How about you, Carmen? What's your thoughts on the food?
I like the food, but my take on this was I was telling somebody that coming here I always say I'd rather be a runner than a coach, but with the food here I'd rather be a coach than a runner because I get to try everything without risking any, if I get sick or anything. But it's pretty varied, and I agree it's the same for all three meals. They just they just change the places where they put things, but it is the same. Yeah, but it is good. And then the other thing that I noticed was that they say at breakfast we have fruit salad, and then at lunch we have fruit, something else where it's like a little bit chopped up, and then at the end it's like on dinner we have something like smaller fruit things, but it's the same thing, just kind of
Cut differently.
yeah. But it is good, I have to say.
So what do you guys know about the course?
We're running a
Anybody
6K.
anybody have a
We don't know anything. We're gonna run it tomorrow, and my think is I think it's gonna be pretty wet and like muddy.
So are you prepared for that?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do if it's just too muddy?
Just deal with it.
Yeah,
Bear
well,
through it.
everybody's running in the same conditions. So, I mean, you just wear longer spikes.
Yeah, but some people run it barefoot and don't have to worry about spikes.
They better watch out for our spikes.
Who said that? Tough girl over here.
The good thing is that their race is the first race, so they're gonna get the best course out of all the
yeah,
courses. So
of course.
that's one good thing.
Are there any hills on this course? Anybody know?
They say that there's like obstacles. Like on the map it says there's like 3
Yeah.
obstacles or something. So that's
So
all I know.
we encountered them.
I would guess there's hills.
Well, the first year they had the race in Bidgosh, which was quite a few years ago, they had these huge logs that people had to jump over. And I would have been afraid to have missed the jump and run right into it. So how about, what kind of training are you doing while here in China? Anything to help you get ready?
Well, we all worked out on Wednesday, and then otherwise it's just been easy days, but we all had varied workouts throughout that.
Hmm. What would your workout be like in preparation the week or days before the race?
On Wednesday I did like a pace run and mixed with pickups in there, so like 60-second surges and then off, and then I did like 4 of those.
Anybody else want to comment on that?
Val and I did 6 300s, and it's kind of a race simulation. So the first 2 we would go out hard, simulate the beginning of the race, and then settle in, and then the middle 2 were just race pace, and then the last 2 were race pace, and then we kicked at the end. So
Anybody else on that one?
I did the same thing as she did.
Okay.
Well, I'd like to throw something in here. I know a couple of you have your personal coaches here. How's that helped in terms of preparing for this weekend?
Yeah, Val and I's coach Heather Burrows is here, and that's really great. She's definitely someone who's nice to have around before a race because she's always relaxed and calm, and it's nice to have her. She'll run with us, and you know, she's been taking us to do some stuff, so it's nice because it's a little more like it is back home. It's not such a big change.
Okay. Thank you. Have any of you learned any Chinese words?
Well, ni hao is hello, and then what was it? Shay.
Shay,
And
shay.
oh, I looked up the word for China, but I forget it though.
Oh, you looked up.
Yeah,
Thank
it's like-
you. Yeah.
It starts with a G.
How do you say thank you?
Shay.
Oh, good. Is that it?
Yep. pretty much.
Oh, come on now.
Chinese is very, very hard.
Yeah, it's not very easy.
It's a very, very hard language to learn.
And why do you say that?
Because it's very dialect oriented. Is that correct, Coach? Or like if you mispronounce something, then it could be entirely different. And I mean, and every character is so detailed too that it's very hard.
Yeah, the sound of the word is more important than anything else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Intonation, I think. but-
Yeah, intonation.
Yeah. So, mud is in the forecast. What are your shoes going to look like after?
Straight up brown.
I mean, what do you do with stuff that's just caked in mud and you gotta put it in your bag later on?
Wash it in the sink or
Yeah.
something, bathtub or something.
Okay.
Or
I
just
don't know.
wrap it up
Yeah.
and shove it in there and
Yeah.
hope for the best. Like,
Spray it with
I guess I'll deal with it when I get home, you know?
Because I'm going to be using my shoes to go traipse around in the mud out there taking photographs, and I was wondering the same thing. How do I
Well, you
put
could
this
put
back
bags
in my
around your
bag?
feet, or like booties.
Yeah.
You can do vaccine.
You just ditch your shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
exactly.
leaving my
That's
shoes
so
here.
true. Yeah.
Now here's one of the
You
most
are?
important topics I'd like to ask all of you.
My trainers.
Each of you should have a comment on this. Youth Runner Magazine has lots of young runners out there that we follow, that they are fans of the sport. They read what we write in the magazine and they want to learn as much as they can about the sport. So you girls that have made it to a national team in world competition, do you have any advice for young runners coming up?
Just keep working hard, I guess, and keep your eyes on your goal.
Consistency and patience are two things that you really need to focus on. And if you set smaller goals to reach bigger goals, it gives you different perspectives.
I'd say believe in yourself. You know, you never know what you can do, so don't say that you can't do something and then think you can't. But if you, I don't know, if you believe in yourself, you can do a lot more.
I would say definitely have a passion for the sport. I feel like if you love it, you're gonna work so much harder at it, and it'll mean so much more when you accomplish your goals.
I think just like don't let other people's like opinions and like other people like psych you out. Like just know in yourself, like know for yourself that you're like don't let other people try to mess you up, I guess.
Probably just to try to stay injury free and not get greedy with mileage.
Now that's hard to do, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It takes thought, forethought, and dedication to train without getting injured. It's a good point. Carmen?
I'm just gonna say those were like very smart answers for young, runners. So I'm very impressed with the team that we have here. Like all the girls, all the boys, everybody is like very professional. I can tell they have passion for their sport. They're like everything they said seems like that's they truly believe that. So they're not just saying that because somebody else said that. But to me, it's everything that they said: consistency, patience. You have to have your own goals and not let anybody mess you up. And then just little by little, you go reach your goals. But
Right.
yeah, and then surround yourself with good energy and people that are gonna help you instead of push you down, I think. So
I'm going to throw a question at you, Carmen. You've run in this race several times. What's been the one theme that you've tried to convey to these?
For me, the running part is gonna happen. You all have trained really hard to get here, so you got that part down. You have coaches, you have your parents, everything. But for me, these trips is what I do remember the most is like the moments that I spent with everybody I still have most of my best friends are runners that I met in 1990 in my first international trip, and then we're still really close. We communicate, but we're really good friends. We're not just like acquaintances, and that's because we spent a whole week here, and then we were training for. We were training separate, but we were going for one goal. But for me, it's more like the experience that you're gonna remember. You might like you have a good race or a bad race. You'll remember that, but you're gonna remember the trip, everything that you did, and that's with every single race, every single trip. I think for me that's what's stuck, and that gave me the passion to kind of continue because you're like, oh, I can keep going doing those things that made me feel good too.
Thank you, Carmen. Now we're going to say goodbye, so each one of you wants to take a turn saying goodbye to the folks back home. Carmen?
How do you say goodbye in Chinese?
I don't know.
Zaijian.
Oh,
Is
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Way to remember that.
Oh man, I wish I would have. Oh, because one of my best friends is Chinese back home
Well,
in
there we go.
Vail, and well, she's adopted from China, so she's as American as us, but she had this like online Chinese thing that she did for a little while, and so we did it together, and I remember that for some reason. You say Zaijian, is that correct?
he doesn't speak Chinese.
I could have sworn.
Say it to the camera.
Zaijian.
Say it to the camera.
Sai-Jen. Sai-Jen.
Sajan.
Zaijian.
Bye, Jen.
Sajan.
Thanks, girls.